建成功分。
Let's shift our focus now to the United States, the worst affected COVID country. And now we have the governor of Texas who is anticipating a second wave of cases in the United States. Can the US handle a second wave? Well, we have Kanika Monga. She's a doctor, an MD internal medicine at the Texas Medical Center, joining us on the broadcast. Appreciate you, Kanika, for being with us on the broadcast this evening. The Texas governor has raised an alarm of a second wave of coronavirus infections. What's it been like dealing with this pandemic in the United States, the highest number of cases, and now the governor coming out and saying that there could be a second wave?
Thank you so much for having me. It's my honor to be here, to be able to talk to you guys. So it's been extremely difficult. There's a shock. We never anticipated, dealing with something like this. And now, the concern that there might be a second wave is extremely, increasing anxiety and fear, which has already been a common theme amongst the population here. The most important thing to understand is as states and different local authorities are loosening the restrictions on social distancing, we still have to be very, very careful with our hand hygiene, social distancing, and really take our own perspective in mind, because that is the only thing that will help prevent a second wave, which I really, really hope does not happen. But we have to prepare for the worst.
But Kanika, I want to understand from you, there has been a lot of restrictions in the US that have now begun to ease out. There has been a lot of pressure from the public, a lot of protests that have taken place across different parts of the United States demanding for restrictions to be lifted. How do you feel, stepping out? Is there still fear among people, or are people just really desperate to get back to work, to be able to sustain themselves? It's a very tough situation.
Oh, I agree completely. Great question. So definitely, when all of this happened, it came as a shock. All of a sudden, our life turned upside down as we knew it. A lot of our daily routines were altered because of this. We had to become very innovative in how we were doing work and even socializing at this point. So now I am sensing there's a lot of rebellion. It seems like the country is really split, where there is a group of people that are under the belief that they just want to continue and go back to their normal life. So those are the protests, those are the rebellions, and they've been pretty aggressive. Now, the other camp of people is trying to be more cautious and trying to prevent this from happening again. So yes, I sense a lot of fear. I think all of this is.
But what's it like in Houston? Tell our viewers, when you step out of the house, what do you see? Is there traffic back on the roads? Are there people, on the streets? Are people working from home? Are they going into offices? Because here in India, when you step out onto the streets, you almost don't recognize what's going on because there's no traffic. People are largely still indoors, even though we've seen a lot of relaxation. So what's it like, a first-hand account when you step out?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been sad to see that people are really, really stepping out now. A lot of our restaurants, especially in Houston, have opened up to 25%. Those restaurants have been booked out already. People are desperate to go out. People are desperate to resume their normal life. I have a lot of friends that are not in the medical field, and they said their workplaces are going to resume later this week, starting next week even, with precautions in mind. A lot of them will be tested beforehand, and then they will try to maintain that 6 feet of distancing. But I'm sensing a lot of people want to just go back to normal.
Well, very interesting, to hear your first-hand account of what's happening in Texas, because it's starkly different in several parts of the world, including India, where restaurants, public spaces, malls haven't opened up, and you're saying that it's starkly different in the US, where people are already making reservations because they're so desperate to get back to life as we know it, restaurants, going out, and like you're saying, you're seeing many more people than you'd actually like to at this point. Appreciate you, Kanika, for joining us with that perspective.
Sure. And I would like to
Right.
just add that a lot of in the US, what we're seeing is there's a discrepancy even based on what state you're from. So
Right.
there's some states that still have strict lockdown, and the population is still required to stay at home, and a lot of the restaurants are not
Right.
open. The state where I'm at, Texas, is finally opened up, and we had such an influx of people and traffic over the weekend because the beach opened up again.
Right.
So there is
okay,
that
so
stark
beach, it's not just the
difference that
restaurants,
even-
but also the beaches
Right.
that have opened up. A lot of our viewers
Right.
watching this broadcast, especially in India, are going to be very envious of that. But perhaps better to err on the side of caution in these extremely
Yes.
trying times. Do